Hello everyone, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this card making paper crafting tutorial. I hope this finds you well. Today's tutorial is all about travelling and we're making this lovely travel themed card and it's called Time to Celebrate, and it features the on-the-go designer series paper, which has actually been the focus of my June card club. So we've used this paper and we've used it a number of times in lots of different ways. So this is the first time I'm using it on the blog, but you'll see quite a few projects in the coming weeks using this paper as well. So I love this card. It's bright, it's vibrant, it's jolly, it's everything you want your summer holidays to be. So let me show you how I made it. Right, let's start with the easy stuff. Our card base. Our card base is Summer Splash. Now this is one of the in colours, and I've got here a piece of Strawberry Slush, which is one of the new in colours, and then I've got a piece here of my designer series paper that I'm going to mat on this. Now if you want the measurements, I'm not going to give them to you all now, but you will find them on the blog post, and you can find the link to that in the description box below, as well as all my social media links and the supply list and all that kind of good stuff. So you can hop on and have a look at that when you finish watching the video. Right, let's put this down. Okay, and I love Strawberry Slush. Now this used to be an in colour back in the day. I can't remember when. 2013, maybe 2012, somewhere around there. Seems like I haven't cut this piece of paper. Well, maybe I have. It's just me. He's just not getting things straight today. Bit cattywampus. That'll do. As I was saying, Strawberry Slush wasn't in colour back in the day. I mean, it must be over 10 years ago that it wasn't in colour. I had retired, and I was really upset. It was one of my favourite colours, and it's come back, so I'm very pleased about that. So I actually had cardstock from way back when that I'd saved, I was hoarding, and now I can use it all again in my videos. So I was a happy girly when that happened, I tell you. Okay, there we go. That's the front. Now you can put a piece of basic white for the inside. I've obviously not brought a piece up with me, so I'll do that downstairs, but you can just put a piece of white inside. So now we are going to do some decorating, and we're going to use the pattern paper to do that. So let me show you the bits we're going to use. Whoopsie daisy. Now this piece here is full of all these icons and ephemera. And this piece, that you get two of each sheet. So this one, that's the back, which I do like a lot as well, but this sheet is just going to be safe for cutting out, and I'm just making tons and tons of ephemera, die cuts, whatever you want to call them, out of this sheet. Now if I need, I can use a second sheet, or I'll be able to use the back of the second sheet, but certainly one I've set aside just for cutting out. So I've shown you that, so let's get that one out the way. Then we've got this one here, and this is the one I'm going to use today for my tag. And you've got all these different types of tags here, so we can decide what we want to use. And I think I'm going to go for this one here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go for this one here. So I just need to get my scissors so I can cut this out. And again, lovely on both sides. But this one with the tags is definitely being a cut out sheet for me. As I said, I'm saving these ones for cut out. The second sheet, if I want, I can use for my I can use the back. So I'm just going to cut this out. So I'm just going to use these scissors, even though they're not my fussy cutting scissors, because this is such an easy image to quickly just cut out. Anyone could do this. It's basically just straight lines. Just follow the line. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so we've used that sheet. Now I also wanted to show you, we're not going to use this sheet, but I wanted to show you, you do get another one as well with all of these in a smaller version. So if you want to build up a cluster of them, you can. And look at the back, it's so pretty. Oh, don't know which one to use, they're so pretty. Okay, let me move all of that aside. Whoopsie daisy. Now, as I said, we were going to cut out some of those luggage pieces. Now, to save time, I've already cut out some, as you can see here. And I'm just going to cut this last one out here with you, if I can find it. Here it is, this rolling luggage. So we're just going to do some easy fussy cutting. So sharp scissors, always a good thing. And move the paper, not your scissors. Try and keep your scissors at a 45-degree angle. I tend to forget that one quite often. I have to remind myself, and just take your time. They're not difficult to cut out at all. I just love these luggage. It's nice and bright. Most of us, when we go abroad, we all have dark luggage, or we used to back in the day. But I love having a bright luggage, especially because it makes it easier to find. Though you have to be careful in case you've all got the same blooming luggage, and then you're in trouble. But generally speaking, if you've got something unusual like a bright pink or pattern case, it's easier to find on the merry-go-round, unless of course you've got it wrapped. Most people, when they go home to South Africa, they wrap their luggage as a security precaution, because it's much more difficult for thieves to break into wrapped luggage, and they don't want to carry the whole suitcase away. They just want to break in and look for valuables. So if you wrap it, it's much less likely to happen. Okay, so there we go. Now I do want to take out, if possible, this little piece here, this white. I know I'm being pedantic, but I really do want it. So I'm going to look and see if I can find, here they are. For the take your pick tool, this tool here, you do get some extra bits. Now, I have two sets of these extra bits. One downstairs on my proper craft room, the one up here where I film. And that's just because I just forget to take things from one to the other place. So as much as possible, I try to have a duplicate set of important tools. Okay, so you can see here you get this rotary cutter, a pick, and you also get here this little craft knife. So I'm just going to, you can see here you've got this bit. I always forget which one to unscrew, but it's this one here where we've got our putty. I'm going to unscrew that. I'm going to screw this on. And now we have a craft knife. Isn't that cute? Cool. I love this take your pick tool. It is so versatile, so useful. So now we're just going to cut out the center here. Remember, a few cuts is better than one deep cut. Just take your time. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is handmade, not made by a machine. Okay, and we don't want it to look like a machine. There we go. So I'm actually going to take that off now because I'm not going to use it for a while again. So I'm going to need my other piece. How come I can never put things back the way they came? Don't know. There we go. Screw that back on. Screw that there. And I can then just put this away for another time. Isn't that really cute? I love the versatility of that tool. It's just so useful. Right, where's my, I have something to cover the point here of my scissors. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we've cut out that luggage. There we are, all done. Let's straighten everything up a bit. And I'm sorry if I've taken too long showing you all the bits, but I really did want to show you how it's all put together. Next stage, a sentiment. I used this stamp set called More Messages. Now, you see all these sentiments and you think, wow, lots of different sentiments, and there are, but there's one stamp set, see? One stamp set. So you stamp this as one, and then it has the matching dies, which are also one die, and it then cuts up a ton of sentiments in one pop. And you can see here we've got lots of different sentiments. Time to celebrate, way to go, hi there, you can do anything. So I have a ton here, and I'm going to try and use one of these. So I'm going to see if I've got my circle punch here. I don't. So I am just going to be naughty and use my scissors to make a hole here, or try to. That's not working very well. Okay, there we go. I'm going to just tear this a bit. No, it looks a bit brutal, but I don't have my big hole punch, and I'm just going to take my scissors now and make a plan. I'm just going to cut out this little hole. It's going to look absolutely fine. There we go. One hole cut out. Okay. So we're going to have this on our card, and we're going to want some twine. So I have here the matching pack your bag twine, and we can decide what colour we want to use. I think I'm going to go with green this time. All I'm going to do is take a little bit here. Maybe we need to get some more of that. I've been using it. It's really fabulous colours. It's Shy Shamrock, Azure Afternoon, and Strawberry Slush. It's really, really cool. I'm gonna just put that there. Yep, that'll be fine. Right. Let's stick this down, I think, at an angle. So let's get this down. I'm going to just put some glue on the back. I'll stick it down at an angle like that. Okay. And then you can just arrange this however you want. I'm just going to put a bit of glue just to catch it in that place there, so it's not waving all over the place. Okay, and then we can choose a sentiment. So we've got quite a few here. I was going to choose this before I do my other bits. So we could do Forever Friends. I don't think so. You're the absolute best. We could do Good Luck. That would be nice. Let's see. You're simply incredible. Lots of love. Happy birthday. I like that, but not for this card. Thanks a lot. Always here for you. I think that'll be nice. Good luck. Way to go. Lovely. So I've just been putting mine in these little tubs. I got, I think, from the B&M stores or somewhere, and I have an absolute ton of them. I use them all the time in card club preparation, to sort out, you know, hold little bits of this, that and anything else. And so you could pop these up, but I'm just for now going to have these flat. You could also ink the edges up to make it pop even more. I did that on my original, but I wasn't thinking this time. Let's see if I can get them up in time. Let's see. Yes, I can. Right, so I'm just going to dump these in the ink pad, the edges, run the edges through the ink pad. Fingers are now covered in glue, and this just gives it a little something something so it pops. And this is just strawberry slush ink, which is the same ink that they sent him into Stampin. And now I've changed my mind, I think I'm going to pop these up. So let's do that. Okay. Cover up where the glue was. There we go. Much better. So now we can use our all of our bits that we've cut out and have a look and see how we want to arrange things. We want that maybe there. Yeah, that looks okay. So I'm going to stick some of this down, and other things I'm going to pop up. So I'm going to put this down, but not totally, because I want to take this umbrella that I've got here, just put a bit of glue. Glue's fighting me today. And I just want to just hook this umbrella as much as I can round my handle of my suitcase, just like that. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to put this one down as well. And then we're going to pop this up. So let's get some dimensionals on it. Have you booked a summer holiday? Are you going anywhere nice? Let me know in the comments below. I haven't, because I help to look after my mother quite a bit. It's not really easy for me to get away for a summer holiday, unfortunately. But hopefully we can take some day trips and go to places and such like. Living where we do live is very easy to get out into the countryside as well, and we only live about an hour from the seaside, so that's quite nice as well. So there we've got that. Let's see if we can add a little bit extra. Okay, let's put this one down as well. That looks nice there. And do we want anything else anywhere else? No. I'm just trying to decide if we want to put... Actually, that looks nice. There's a bit too much glue on that though. There we go. Put both umbrellas there. Okay, so there you go. That is the card I have to share with you today. I hope you've enjoyed this card making tutorial featuring the On You Go designer series paper and the many more messages stamp set from Stampin' Up. If you've enjoyed this project, I'd be grateful if you could hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that like button as well. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.